Betway sponsors Froch versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.
This is James Holder for iFL TV. With me I've got the Knowledge Spencer Fearon. How you doing, Spence?
I'm doing very good. So I'm acting as a guest for you guys now. Now that you got some real money from, was it Betway? You know what I mean? So I'm going to interview Paddy. Seriously, Paddy FITZPATRICK. I never even knew that. I didn't know that Paddy was Irish, you know that? Seriously, I didn't know
Paddy FITZPATRIck.
I didn't know. I swear down, I didn't know. Because when I used to see him on the day, I used to think he was Greek. I swear down. I swear down. I love you. Give me that one. Give me that one. No, funny games aside. You know what I mean? People don't know the work that Paddy's done behind the scenes. Who work with great trainers who ain't getting the props like you work with Buddy McGurk, right? Right. He ain't talking much now. Right? You work with Buddy McGurk. He's been around, and instinctively he sits on little intricate things. I've been watching like a lot of the film footage when I'm down at Sky Studios and seeing the stuff that he's doing. You know what I mean? People ain't giving him the credit. After this fight, whatever happens, they're going to give him his credit. That's what I do know.
I've heard a lot of people tell me that Paddy's one of the best readers of boxing, of a boxing match in the game. I've heard that from a good source, a very reliable source. So it must be nice, Paddy, that you're coming, your work's being noticed and coming to the forefront, getting a bit more credit for what you do.
I don't care.
No, I don't. No, because if I take the credit, then I got to take the slights when they give them to me. So I'm cool where I am.
Indeed, brother. Indeed. Talk to me a little bit about George's preparation. No stone left unturned.
No, he's absolutely in a beautiful place. We're good to go.
A lot of mind games in the build-up to this fight. How does George handle it?
Well, depends. We're going to have to come up for a different label because I don't think games covers it, because people think it's just a bit of fun. It's technique, isn't it? It's the same as learning a punch, it's the same as developing your conditioning, the same as anything else. Your mind makes your body work. So you need to develop your own. You also need then to upset the opponent.
Can we anticipate George Groves starting as fast as he did in the first fight?
Hagler Hearns.
Hagler Hearns again. First press conference, George underlined what he would do, what his plan would be going into that fight. Do you think come Thursday he'll do the same thing?
You'll have to ask that man that. I can't speak for him.
What do you think?
I ain't paid to think really, I'm just paid to just do what I'm told.
Indeed. So look to Spencer Fearon.
Well, you've got nothing to do with me, man. I'm at Sky now. I don't need to talk to you, bitches. No, What? You know that's impossible. Nah, it's a great fight, and the mere fact that you got 80,000 people who's coming out for this fight shows you. And it's like the country's not actually divided. I said this before. You know what I mean? It's like they want to see a great fight. They got a great fight last time out. I did the interview with Coogan, and it was when I was saying like, if people were saying that George Groves was going to get knocked out, you're on the right to get knocked out. You know what I mean? And that's why now, and he boxed so beautifully, you know, for the first 5 rounds, he boxed wicked. So I'm just anticipating a great fight, man. I'm going as a groupie myself, I swear down. I ain't got my ticket yet, but I'll go sort it out in a minute. But you know what I mean? But we Sky TV now, baby. You know what I mean? Keep it toe to toe. And listen, everyone knows, when we do talk boxing, I always big up Paddy. You know what I mean? I always big him up because he's real, man. He's real like that. You know what I mean? And like he start wear Tim Lewin shirts and that. You know what I mean? Gets the dimple in the tie. I like his style, man. I like his style, Paddy. I like his style, man. I like his style.
You're remaining very coy, Paddy. Very calm. Very coy today. Very calm.
I haven't been asked, and I'm answering the questions I'm asked. That's all I can do.
Indeed. Who have you had in for sparring for this?
We haven't said that up till now. There's no point in saying it now.
Okay. Do you think it's a case of winner takes all? Early start mean the difference?
Early start mean the difference? No, not necessarily.
Okay. Do you think Carl Froch will be more prepared this time around than the first fight? Do you think he kind of maybe run the risk of underestimating George Groves a little bit? I
think he'll be extremely dangerous. I think he'll be more dangerous than he's ever been. But I think he's overtrained. I think he looked great on ringside 3 weeks ago if he was fighting the next day. I don't think he's had honest conversations with his coach because I think there's too many points that were not in his favour to have that honest conversation. So I think they avoided that. I think they had a conversation similar to Rob is saying in his newspapers where they think they have to avoid the right hand and be wary of a fast start, and that's the only 2 things. So if that is the only 2 things they're prepared for, they're underprepared technically. And I think Carl will have overtrained. De La Hoya Pacquiao.
How far is George Groves away from his fighting weight at the moment, Paddy?
Away from what?
From his fighting weight.
I don't know. I wouldn't tell you if I did know, to be honest, so I don't know.
Fair comment. As do you think they get closer to the weigh-in day, do you think tempers could flare and tempers could snap as both men get a bit bit itchy, making weight?
Well, you lose your temper when you get scared about something, don't you? Reaction to something like that, isn't it?
So
we'll have to see.
Do you think fear is a good thing?
Fear? It's all right if you can overcome it.
Indeed. All right, Paddy Fitzpatrick, as coy as always, sir. I appreciate you answering my questions so honestly and frankly.
Thank you.
And I look forward to catching you up again during fight week.
All right, brother. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Paddy.
Betway sponsors Froch versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.